Hello, Lani. This is Hudson from New Use Paving and Building Contractors, a division of Audio Projects. First of all, I would like to thank you so much for the opportunity you gave me yesterday to come over and have a look at the property regarding the driveway reconstruction project. So yeah, basically, it was indeed a pleasure. Okay, so I'm working out an estimate. So basically, what I decided to do before I do that was to sort of sort of support my proposal with the aid of some drawings and sketch. Okay, so what I'll do is I just want to sort of start by the landscaping. Just doing a makeover in the front yard. So if you can see this side here is not ready for towering. We need to sort of I spoke to you that we need to sort of reconstruct these small little retaining walls. Okay, so yeah, this whole area here is just gonna be like an arrow shape. This side here and the other side. So yeah, so basically these little walls here. So what we could do, we just we could use some sort of some like the M200 to build up these small walls. We could sort of put some steel rods just like how it's illustrated on this small wall. These are like M200, so they inserted some steel rods with to cement in the hollows. We put some concrete and it's just a small wall, put about three courses and we get to the top, because we basically need to retain sort of this small bank. So ideally what we could do, we could sort of I'm not quite confident with this wall. What we could do, we could start from scratch, sort of demolishing this wall, and you start from scratch. Because the idea of extending it now, I'm not sure if it's gonna sort of be able to sort of because the load bearing now, when we put the new layer, it's gonna sort of holding a lot of sort of materials. I mean, because we're gonna be filling up to get to elevate this ground level here. So if you put up one course now, I'm not quite confident. So the solution is to reconstruct, because if it was a double course like this idea. Like this side, it could have been much better. We've got a good starting point. So, but this side now, it's a single course. I don't know why this builder decided to do that. Maybe okay. So yeah, so that's my proposal. It's up to you. If you say we just put a few courses to add it up, but in the long run, it might begin to sort of because of the force and the pressure, the lateral pressure, it might begin to crack, or sort of it might eventually collapse. So if you build a new, that would be actually a good solution. So because you've decided to tar this top pavement, this whole area, so there's no border here, there's a retaining wall here, so you've decided to tar this whole section here. So now the main concern on this portion is to sort out this the front retaining wall. So it's just more like remodeling it, more like doing a makeover. Okay, so yeah, so what I did is with this my drawing, it's basically like what we're trying to achieve here. So I could take you a little bit back, and then I will be sort of I'm gonna be stopping at one stage and explain basically what is actually been happening. So just to sort of take you back from beginning, when I was starting from doing the drawings. Okay, and then so what I'll do is then sort of show you. I see basically it's this car park platform that I was trying to illustrate. So now these are the small walls, the existing retaining walls around it, that are sort of way lower, and they are like sort of so yeah, this is this is the main wall, that existing main wall. Okay, alright, this is the concrete slab where the vehicles are currently parking. Alright, that's the dimension. It's 8.7 by by 30 meters, and now this is actually the ram for the vehicle. It's like a bridge. Alright, and so we need to elevate the ground basically to this so yeah, to sort of align with the level we need. Yeah, okay, so basically what we need to do is basically to sort of elevate these walls. But now we're changing. We're probably gonna be using these M2, but this one is gonna be stepping though anyway. But I'll design the step. But for illustrative purpose, it's just maybe to sort of give you an insight that how we actually seek to, how we this ought to be constructed or should be constructed. So basically what I'm trying to do is to raise the existing levels of the walls around the around this car platform. It needs to actually sort of be a strong wall. Alright, so yeah, so in the end now we are gonna be sort of aligning. We're gonna be filling up. So this section here we're gonna be able to fill up with the gravel. So I could sort of quickly do like sort of like sort of illustrate that. Let me just sort of put like sort of gravel or something like this, because we are elevating the ground. So this is gonna get elevated anyway. So yeah, as you can see that this we are gonna be filling, and we compact to stabilize the ground. So let me just make it more clear. Size 10 is right here, but let me just say maybe about 2. Yeah, so yeah, and then the other thing on this platform here is actually sort of we could, if gravel and we sort of plaster and then build these walls, we raise these walls, and we now have like sort of a flat we've raised this section. That these sides that are currently below this platform level. Okay, so now we might need to sort of consider breaking this, but it won't be necessary on this side of the pavement. But around the backyard, like going to access the houses behind the main house, we might need that part, that driveway. We might need to how I propose that you're gonna need to break the existing concrete, and then we more like starting from scratch. So yeah, let me just spin around just to sort of complete it, because I'm done with the explanation of this diagram. So I just need to sort of spin it around so you can clearly see that this is how I've illustrated this platform here, where the cars are currently parked. The main wall is just the main wall. This is the main wall, the existing servitude. This is the main driveway. Alright, so basically yeah, I showed some images so I could sort of remind myself clearly. So yeah, basically this is actually sort of the drawing to sort of illustrate the existing car park. So now basically if we we're looking at actually maybe something like that. When we're gonna be tiling the whole thing. So it's probably gonna be let me just make it quick. It's sort of let me just do all the okay. 3. Yeah, so it's more like presenting how it's gonna look like. Okay, yeah, so if you this is probably how it's gonna look like. It's gonna be completely brand new. I'm just gonna sort of so like this. Okay, so yeah, but we shouldn't tie on top of them this manual. Okay, so but anyways, I said that we're gonna raise these as yeah, okay, it's fine. It won't take so much time. So I said I measured this is no, not 8.7, it's actually 6.7, right? And by 13, but yeah, by 13. So this is the portion, and then the driveway goes behind the house, and then there's another entrance here. Okay, so what I need to do the next thing. So Lani, I'm sure you've seen the drawing now. Try to how we ought to sort of build up this wall. So what I'll do is you see I measured the length of this which is approximately 13, but it's actually like 12.5. And this length I measured as well. It's actually from this bridge here, from this rim on this corner here to this corner here.